What if I told you the most terrifying shark that ever lived went head-to-head with the biggest snake the Earth has ever seen? No, this isn't science fiction. It's prehistoric reality brought to life in the ultimate battle of the titans, Megalodon versus Titanoboa. One ruled the oceans with jaws powerful enough to shatter whales. The other slithered through primeval jungles, silently stalking and constricting massive prey with bone-crushing force. They lived millions of years apart in entirely different ecosystems. But today we're smashing time together and imagining the unthinkable. What if they met? Who would win? Before we dive in, let's get to know our contenders. Megalodon, the giant shark whose name literally means big tooth, lived between 23 to 3.6 million years ago. It wasn't just the largest shark to ever live, it was one of the largest predators in Earth's history. Estimates suggest Megalodon reached lengths of 50 to 60 feet, with some rare theories pushing that number even higher. Its weight? A staggering 50 to 59 tons, comparable to an empty Boeing 737 jet. Its bite force has been estimated at upwards of 40,000 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a car like a soda can. Its teeth, over 7 inches long, were serrated, razor-sharp, and designed to shear through bone and flesh like butter. This was no ordinary shark. It was the apex predator of its time, feared by everything in the sea. Now let's slither into the world of Titanoboa, the undisputed heavyweight of the snake kingdom. It emerged around 60 million years ago, in a time when the Earth was still recovering from the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs. The world was hot, really hot. Tropical temperatures reached into the 90s Fahrenheit regularly, creating the perfect environment for cold-blooded animals to thrive. Titanoboa took full advantage. It grew up to 42 feet long, weighed around 2,500 pounds, and moved like a living nightmare through the swampy waters of prehistoric Colombia. Its body, thick as an oil drum, was capable of squeezing its prey with enough force to break bones and stop hearts. Though it lacked venom, it didn't need it. Like modern-day anacondas and boas, it used sheer muscle to strangle crocodiles, turtles, and massive fish, prey sometimes more than 4 meters long. Titanoboa didn't just rule the land, it ruled the water too, moving silently beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. So what happens when these two prehistoric giants come face to face? We're about to simulate just that, imagining every possible advantage, weapon, and weakness. But first, let's look at where this epic showdown takes place. For fairness, we'll drop both creatures into a massive estuary, a place where rivers meet the sea. The water is shallow, warm, murky, and tangled with vegetation. It's brackish and dangerous, combining elements of both their habitats. Megalodon doesn't usually hunt in shallow waters, and its massive size makes it clumsy in confined spaces. Titanoboa, on the other hand, thrives here. It's agile, flexible, and knows how to hide and ambush. For the first time, Megalodon is out of its comfort zone. Titanoboa, meanwhile, is in its element. Now let's talk size and weight. One of the biggest factors in its teeth were jagged and perfect for slicing through thick blubber, bone, and armor. Its jaws opened wide enough to swallow a human whole, several humans actually. Titanoboa's teeth, on the other hand, weren't made for slicing. They were more like hooks, thin, curved, and designed to hold, not cut. Its real weapon was its body. Once Titanoboa latched on, it would wrap its coils around its prey, tightening with each breath the victim took. The pressure could reach over 400 pounds per square inch, more than enough to crush a crocodile or even a dinosaur's ribcage. But here's the key difference. Megalodon could kill in a single bite. Titanoboa had to hold on and constrict, which takes time. And time is dangerous when you're fighting something with 7-inch teeth. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine this in real time. Megalodon is circling, sensing movement in the water. Titanoboa is motionless, hidden beneath aquatic plants. There's a flicker of movement, too small to be prey. Megalodon moves closer, cautiously, then suddenly turns. It knows something's there. Titanoboa strikes. It lunges from the depths, aiming for the soft underbelly. It lands a bite, tries to wrap its massive body around the shark, but Megalodon twists, turns violently, and dislodges it. The water turns red with blood, not from Megalodon, but from the snake. Titanoboa circles back, tries again. This time it gets closer, starts to constrict, but before it can tighten fully, Megalodon snaps its jaws shut with terrifying force. The sound alone echoes through the swamp like thunder. The fight is over. One bite, one devastating bite. Megalodon emerges victorious. So in a straight-up fight, the shark wins. But could Titanoboa ever defeat Megalodon? Under the right circumstances, maybe. If the shark were beached or caught in extremely shallow water where it couldn't maneuver, the snake could constrict it. But in most plausible scenarios, Megalodon's one-strike kill potential makes it the superior combatant. Still, this isn't a runaway win. Titanoboa gets serious respect. It's more agile, a master of its environment, and a lethal predator in its own right. Let's tally the final score. Size and power, Megalodon. Agility and terrain advantage, Titanoboa. Intelligence and tactics, tie. Weaponry, Megalodon. Kill speed, Megalodon. Stealth, Titanoboa. The final score? Megalodon, 4.5. Titanoboa, 2.5. The shark wins, but not without a fight. Now let's zoom out and look at their real-world impact. Megalodon's fossilized teeth have been discovered on every continent except Antarctica, and they've fascinated scientists and treasure hunters alike. Some were once mistaken for dragon tongues in the Middle Ages. One tooth in Australia was so valuable it was stolen from a secret location and has never been recovered. Titanoboa, meanwhile, was discovered relatively recently, in 2009, in a Colombian coal mine. Its fossils stunned scientists. No one expected snakes could grow so large. It forced a complete rethinking of post-dinosaur evolution and proved that reptiles could thrive after the dinosaurs' extinction. Both animals changed how we understand evolution, predator behavior, and prehistoric ecosystems. They weren't just killers, they were keystone species in their environments. And though they'll never meet in real life, this simulated battle helps us appreciate the sheer power and complexity of life on Earth before humans ever appeared. So, who's next? What prehistoric deathmatch should we imagine next? T-Rex versus Spinosaurus? Mosasaurus versus Leviathan? A pterosaur swarm versus a pack of raptors? The possibilities are endless. Let us